Well, I want to talk about because your other focus is fitness. What does your fitness week look like? And are you big into cardio, into strength training, into HIIT training, yoga, meditation? What does that look like for you, Brian? And what goals are you going after with that routine?
Yeah, you must be looking at my podcast because I talked about my weekly routine as far as workouts is concerned, and it's changed over the years. Right now, I currently do 4 days of strength training, and I do like an upper body, lower body split, so two of each, and then I have a rest day in between. So I think having like 48 hours of rest between a workout is ideal. So 4 weekly training sessions. I typically do some type of like sprint workout or maybe more of a high intensity workout once every week to 10 days. I mean, you can do that on a bike. It doesn't have to be an actual sprint. It could be in the pool. And so a combination of those two, along with, I mean, I've been doing yoga for a long time, so I'll implement some mobility work, whether it's yoga or I'll just do some of my own little class. So I really focus on strength training. I've been doing variable resistance, which is with the X3 bar. Um,
Mm.
yeah, Dr. Jaquish, I actually had on the program a couple times, and he's a pretty outspoken individual, but I do love his system, and it's something I implemented when COVID hit. So it's great because my workouts don't take more than 20, 30 minutes. And it's another thing I've changed over the years is um, you can get a good strength training workout in 30 minutes, maybe even less than that. And I think when you do that, when you do these micro workouts, it sort of takes the excuses out because you're not traveling to the gym and you're not going for an hour, so it's not taking an hour and a half out of your day. It's taking 20 minutes out of your day, and so I've actually increased the volume of my workouts throughout the week, and it's helped with doing variable resistance along with these micro workouts.
I use that bar as well. I got
Oh,
it for my
cool.
husband as a Christmas present, knowing very well that it was really for me. And I love it. It
Yeah.
works. It really does work. And I'm with you. And it's not just for men, but I would say it's even more important for women not to overwork out because as we get older, our ovaries die and our adrenals take over the hormonal production. So if you tap into those adrenals too much, your hormones are going to plummet as women. And same with men, not as much with men, but you're not going to get the benefits that you think you're getting. And I'm sure your focus also is to stabilize or increase that testosterone and the human growth hormone because that's what helps build muscle and keeps you young. So are you focused on that? And with the micro workouts, are you seeing an improvement in the hormones of your clients and yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that regarding the micro workouts, I agree. I mean, I think it should be a staple. And we focus on. I usually do DEXA scans on a lot of my clients. We don't get a ton into the blood work. That's sort of would say it's something that I recommend for clients a little bit outside my scope, but we do focus on not well as much as we can eliminating visceral fat around the waist because that's sort of where everything gets dumped into, and it's sort of one of those leading markers for like heart disease, so and metabolic health. So we focus on getting visceral fat down. And the gold standard is really a DEXA scan. You don't need to do one, but you could just do simple measurements around the waist and the arms and the hips and things like that. So I think you do want to measure and know where you're at before anything else, and then focus on strength training. And then we get into other elements, like we talked about, like my fat burner blueprint. I mean, for example, all this stuff doesn't really matter that much if you're not sleeping well, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm sure you talk a lot about that, Sarah. So we focus on optimizing sleep and sort of down regulating the system and focusing on stress reduction and things like that. So along with men, obviously stress can play a big role as well, and that can lead to weight gain. So Yeah, there's not, I wouldn't say one piece, but it's almost all these pieces of the puzzle that have to sort of match up to help optimize health.